Hi students, in this video we are going to determine the volume of a triangular prism using the formula volume equal area of base times height. Before we get into that, let's just review some basic concepts about a triangular prism and why that formula works. To begin with, we're going to look at the green triangular prism on the right side. The shaded area is yellow. This is the base of the triangular prism. The triangular prism has exactly two congruent bases that are parallel. In this case, the bases are triangles. The distance between these two bases is the height. In order to find the volume of the prism, we need to determine the area of the base. And let's say in this case, the height of this prism is 4 feet. And the area of the base is, we're going to say, 2 feet squared. And that's the area of the base. I'm just going to label that capital B. So if this was our problem, then this 2 feet, we would need that, since the height is 4, we would need that 4 times. So we would have this section here 4 times, and the volume would then be 8, using this formula, area of the base 2 times the height of 4. That would give us 8 cubic feet. So that's just a quick review on why the formula works. Now let's move on to some examples. Okay, so let me work this example for you. In this triangular prism, the base is highlighted red. So to find the volume of the entire prism, we'll use the formula volume is equal to area of the base times the height. So we'll look at the dimensions of the triangular base, and we're going to solve for capital B, and we'll use 12 as the base of the triangle and 9 as the height of the triangle. So area of the base, we'll use the formula to find area of a triangle. This B here in this formula represents the base of the triangle. Okay, 12. And the height of the triangle is 9. 1/2 of 12 is 6. 6 times 9 is 54. So capital B, the area of this base, is 54 centimeters squared. I'm going to substitute that back into my formula along with the height of the prism. The height of the prism, again, is the distance between the two bases. That's this dimension here. This is the height of the prism, not to be confused with the height of the triangular base. Okay. So we'll multiply 54 times 18. Times 54 times 18 is 972, and that is the volume, and that's cubic centimeters. Okay, great. Now I'm going to let you try a couple of them. So let's move on. Okay, so in this example, you're to stop the video and find the volume of the prism. I'll give you one hint before you begin. This is the base of your triangle. Okay, now pause the video and use the formula. Volume equals area of the base times the height. Okay, so let's see how you did. Hopefully the first thing you did was to write down the formula. Volume equals capital B, which is the area of the base. And once we find that, we'll multiply it by the height of the prism. And to find area of the base, we use the formula for area of a triangle. The base of this triangle is 8. And the height is 3. Half of 8 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. And 12 centimeters squared is the area of this base, which is highlighted green. Now I'm going to substitute this back into my formula up here. Capital B is 12. The height of the prism is the distance between the two bases. Here was the second base. So the distance between these two bases is 12. Times 12 is 144. And since this is volume, that would be centimeters cubed, or cubic centimeters. So I hope you did well on that. Okay, so we're going to move on to one more example. This is for you to try. And pause the video and give this one a try, and then we'll check it. Okay, welcome back. All right, so hopefully the first thing you did was to identify the base. To shade these yellow. So there are my bases. And 11 represents the distance between these two bases, and 11 is the height of the prism. Okay? All right, so I'm going to use the formula. Volume equals area of the base times the height. Find area of the base first. 1/2, base times height. The base of the triangle is 4, and the height is 3. Multiply those all together, and 1/2 of 4 is 2, and 2 times 3 is 6. So the area of the base is 6 centimeters squared. I'm going to substitute this back into my formula. 6 is the area of the base, and the height of the prism is 11. Multiply these two together, and the volume of the triangular prism is 66 centimeters cubed. Okay, there you go.